Next, now that that's done, I'm actually amazed we managed to do it. We're gonna do Tainted Isaac. If I'm not mistaken, the way that Tainted Isaac works is he doesn't get his D6, of course, as you can see, but item rooms like rotate themselves, like they just change. And he can only hold a certain amount of items. I'm guessing it's probably... God, keep wanting to burp. I'm guessing it's probably 8 plus whatever his spacebar item is. I think I want Parasitoid Tears more than I would want the other one. If I'm not mistaken, it makes it so that when you hit a Parasitoid Tear, it spawns spiders, I think. Maybe it's spiders or flies, I'm not sure. Ooh, there's a spirit out there. Looks like spiders for now. Yeah, spiders. And I can get hit, so I can be slightly more careless. Although, not that I would want to be, but for now what I'll do is I'll go to my curse room. That was definitely worth it, I think. Sure, I'll use the world card. And then we'll use the lover's card to replenish. Lovely. I'm also going to do this. I feel like if you're ever spending one resource for one of the same resource, it's typically worth it. Like using one bomb to get one bomb. Specifically because if you break rocks, there's a chance it could spawn a crawl space. Sure. And we're not going to pick up the Spirit Heart until we finish the floor. Just in the hopes of getting a deal with the devil next floor. Also, I think I saw a spiders and a fly spawn from Parasitoid Tears, so I'm guessing it can probably go either way. Which, that's great. Parasitoid Tears is fantastic, apparently. I mean, I sort of knew it was good, but I didn't realize just how good it was. That creep lasts a while, goddamn. Also, we're not long hauling. Like we obviously, if we get a crazy powerful run, we're happy to do. I think we want this because I think it gives you slightly bigger tiers. We're happy to not do boss rush first try, sort of thing. Although, if we really can only hold 8 items, like I think, then things might be more difficult than they seem. Tech 2, an item that I actually really like. I feel like it sort of has a bad reputation in the Isaac community, but I actually really like it. And we don't need to, if we want to fight the beast, we don't need to bring anything with us. We can bring like something good with us instead of just a cracked key. Wow, sniped me with that one. Oh, we don't have a key. Lust, not my favorite friend, but a friend nonetheless. You know we haven't fought in a while is Sloth. I feel like he does not show up very frequently. At least in my eyes, he doesn't. Maybe they only specifically spawn on like one floor variant, and since we're constantly getting Burning Basement, it's constantly going that way. Unsure. I'm happy to have resources. I don't think that the secret room is to my left, but I'm going to do it anyway because I secretly do think it's here. Because now we can go in here. I think as well for this run, we want to go with angel deals instead of devil deals. So, just because I feel like with the rerolling thing, like that just proved to me that the angel/devil deals will also reroll, same way an item room would. So that just proves to me that it's worth it. Because I feel like in general, angel deals have better items, and if we have a more wide variety of choice for them, then that's fantastic. I was hoping that they would explode before I got to them. Fortunately, they changed tech so that it no longer replaces your tears, and now you also get your tears. So I still get my parasitoid shots every now and then, which is awesome, because it means I'm still spawning flies. And spiders. Can't discredit the spiders. Oh god, whew. I had forgotten about the reroll thing, and I actually really didn't want to get my stats rerolled. Thing is, I actually think that Isaac is pretty good in general, even without D6, just because he has like okay stats, like decent base stats. So I wouldn't mind going all the way with these items I have right now. Excuse for maybe like a few damage upgrades. So assuming that 8 items is the max. That was a red and white pill, right? Need to keep an eye out for them in the future. I'm quite okay with it. That's a lot of money, damn. I'm thinking, so if you can only hold 8 items, which it looks like you can, would I ever want an item from the shop over a different one? Like an item from the item room, for example. That's an all stats up. Happy to have it. Like, is there an item that is in the shop that is better than something else from any other pool, you know? That is the relax, yeah. I think the answer is no, right? Like, what could I possibly want out of a shop? Because shops typically don't give you stat upgrades. They give you, like, utility items, right? What's a utility item that I would want over any stat upgrades when I have such a limited, like, potential for items? And the answer to that is, I don't know. But I'll check. I was thinking of going with Hive Mind because of Parasitoid Tears, but I feel like the chance of me keeping Hive Mind and Parasitoid Tears, if the opportunity to swap them for a better item comes, I feel like it's quite slim. Like, I'd rather have... there's a lot of items I'd rather have over it. Also, there's no red hearts around, is there? Oh, no, there is. Okay. Because our bone heart is empty. And if the bone heart breaks, then we lose our deal with double chance, which I'm noticing is split. I kind of thought that going to that double deal through the red chest would not affect our rate of going to the deal with the angel. Because if you completely miss out the deal with the devil, you get a higher chance of going to deal with the angel. But that doesn't seem to have mattered in this case, considering I had no say in whether I went to that double deal or not. Oh well. And we didn't get shit. I'm happy to have that, actually. Because although it's, as itself, it's just a health upgrade, right? So it's not too useful. But it means I'm willing to get rid of it should the need to arise. That makes me wish I had bought Hive Mind. Oh well. Well, now I know how to properly deal with this room. I seem to recall having a decent run end in a room like this because I was low health and didn't know how to deal with it. Our stats are pretty nice though. Like 4 damage isn't that great if you were using regular tiers, but with tech 2 it's pretty decent because the amount of times it attacks per tick. Or per second. Which I want to say it's like 8 times per second, maybe? Something like that. And it seems to, even though it doesn't like appear that it has any parasitoid like effect, it does seem to actually have parasitoid like features. Like it does seem to sometimes spawn a fly or a spider from my basic attacks. Wow. I'm gaming. Never mind, I'm dying. Oh, that's a greed head. That's why I dropped money. Now that we've seen Hive Mind, I feel like the chances of me seeing it again are pretty slim, so I don't know why I'm bothering coming in here, but... So, pressing control is always like the action button. So I'm pressing control to like cycle through my items. And I assume it's like if I had the max, that's pretty fly, right? If I had the maximum amount of items, it would swap out the one that's highlighted. So in this case, it would swap out dog food. I'm assuming that's how it works. Obviously, I could be wrong, but I feel like for this, it's going to be hard to be wrong because it's not rocket science. That spider flying at me actually really scared me. I thought it was an enemy spider. I need to sit up my... and bonk my desk. How does that work with... It works pretty coolly. Ooh, the Fallen. He'll drop a deal with the devil item, won't he? So, I think 2 deal with the devil item is pretty nice. That's quite the volley. Oh, I lost my bone heart. And I took a lot of damage. We don't have anything, so the nail is good. Just thinking, right? So, it's a spacebar item, so it doesn't count for anything. And we definitely don't want Judas's Shadow. But I'm willing to do that. They've also nerfed the nail, if I'm not mistaken, so it's not quite as useful as it used to be, but also, I said we're not going to be going for a boss rush, but we very much could do. Also, I need to get rid of this stupid fucking... What do you call it? Trinket. I'm willing to use nail in here. Use nail in here, then we'll go back and pick up that key. Hang on, did it just convert one of my spirit hearts into a black heart? Because if it does do that, instead of just giving you half a spirit heart, that's pretty crazy. If you have this much. There's an item there. Parasite Tears or Tar. I think I want Parasite Tears. If I can get to it. Yeah, I'm willing to take... I think that's decent damage. My speed is very low, though. Ooh, that's a cool looking tear. Or a laser. Also, like I said, need to get rid of this stupid bloody trinket. Need to clear some space in this room, otherwise I will not get out of it. Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. We haven't been to our item room. We've been to quite a lot of places in this room, on this floor, and have not seen anything. So stupid. Me, that is. It's so stupid. Oh yeah, that maxed out our items. Again, assuming I'm not mistaken about what these items do. That's I'm supposed we can check, right? Yeah, we'll rock Lost Contact. I don't know what else we should replace if we get the chance to. I think probably Lost Contact. I think as it stands right now, Lost Contact is our dump item. Okay, so we want to keep everything on screen in this room. This character is really cool though. I actually really like how he works. We probably want to go to our shop just in hopes of having a spirit heart in there. And probably not for any other reason. Like, I don't think there's any item in there that we would want to keep. Also, I assume for a transformation, that's nice. I assume for a transformation we would want... wow, both these are pretty bad. I assume for a transformation you have to hold all the items. So if we got that guppy item earlier, that probably counts because it's a spacebar item, but anything else probably won't. I don't think we want Trinity Shield or the Prism like over anything else we currently have. Yeah. We'll take this just for the pill. That's fine. And then, like I said, we want to go to our shop. Excuse me. We do still have plenty of time. I'm going to buy the present. I'm going to buy the present, go back to the deal with the angel if it's still there, and use it. Because I think it spawns an item for the room you're in. So, in theory, it could spawn something good. It's not great. Sacred Sword or Spear of Destiny is something I'd rather have over another thing, but I don't know if there's anything I would want. Alright, we'll go back and get the nail. There was nothing else in our shop that we wanted, was there? Oh, I tell you what would be really good on the run like this would be Void. That item would be insane. Really useful. The map could be good. Thinking on items we've seen but didn't take. Like, what would be something we would want over something we have currently? And I think the answer is there isn't an item that we've seen so far that we would want over what we have. This room is scary. Oh wait, I'm not playing as the Lost anymore. I can live my own life. I can live a non-Lost cursed run. Love a luck upgrade. Although, as mentioned before, I don't think I know what they do. I was hoping to have a charge on my spacebar item for a large room, just to make it a bit easier. Also, I think that spacebar items and, like, other one-time use things stack if you use them in the same room now. So, in theory, for, what do you call it? For, oh, that was a spider. For boss rush, there should be a bunch of opportunities for me to use my, keep walking with the spiders, for me to use my item. We want Book of Secrets, just to use it. And then we want Book of Belial, just because it doesn't matter. Actually, we probably because it doesn't matter, we probably should have used Book of Sin. Also, I'm going to grab this and do that, just to see the map. Which means boss room is probably directly below us. Secret room is, of course, here, as revealed by the map. I think I'd rather have Rune Bag over, what do you call it? Over Shield it is. Excuse me, I had to sneeze. We have a Fool card, so we could go to the boss room, fight it as quick as we can, do boss rush, and then Fool out, either if things are getting bad or if we win. Like if time is getting constraining. That way we wouldn't have to worry about going to our item room because we would not have to worry about it. Okay, item room is probably along this corridor to our right, if I had to guess. And then boss room is probably directly below us, as I mentioned before. Is there a follower who spawns pins? I think Acid Baby might do that. Pins? Pills. Yeah, so item room's probably here. Tis. And then boss room is probably down to the left. Lusty Blood. Now, that's something I'd rather have over Parasitoid Tears, I think. Because I think... well... Nah, I'd rather have Parasitoid Tears over Rune Bag. For now. I think I'll come back and I'll get Rune Bag instead of Parasitoid Tears. But just for the boss fight and for boss rush, I think I'd rather have Parasitoid Tears and Lusty Blood. Don't want you. Because I think we could definitely get boss rush out of the way immediately with this setup. We have a Fool card as well, so we can come back. quick stomp. Usually she holds off a minute. Having Lusty Blood as well is just going to make it cakewalk. 'Cause it'll potentially, I think it as much as doubles your damage. Maybe even more. We'll go Light Path first time. Might as well. Wow, there's a lot of items in here. But there's a clear winner. And I'm thinking what I want it over. And I think I want it over Parastoid Tiz. Like, it's the wafer, right? It's hard to say no to. Although whether I want Parastoid Tiz over these Spore Tiz, I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Oh god, you jump. I don't know why I didn't think that the Blast Assist, is that what this boss is called? I didn't think that they jumped. This is one of the bosses which, like I mentioned before, I feel like people don't know what it does. Or what it's called, rather. Did I destroy that rock? How did I destroy that rock? Oh, there's a dingle on the other side of this room. Yeah, I think boss rush should be a cakewalk. Oh, it's Stain. I don't even know what hit me, but it hurt. Hello. Is Stain dead? I didn't see. Yes, okay. Just doing this just in case I pick up Parastoid Tiz, so I don't lose the wafer. Couldn't see it and it was bothering me, and I had a High Priestess card, so I was like, get rid of you. Okay. Parasite Tiz, or Spore Tiz rather, pretty good. I think we want to get rid of Mega Fatty, although they're both jumpers. So it doesn't matter as much which one we get rid of first, because they're both pretty easy once they're up by themselves. That's both dead. Oh, hey, Wank. How are things? Please die. The Cage, I think this boss is called. Always forget boss names. Wow, that actually hit me. That sucks. Hangman, completely fucking useless. Enter the Cumgeon. That is what this game is called. I'm glad we're on the same page. Get hit more, why don't I? Although that did kill Larry Jr. Not that Larry Jr. was enough of a threat for me to think that was worth it. I think I want to fight the Angel rather than I want to fight the... whatever the fuck the other boss is called. That was a bloody scary bit of brimstone. But he's dead. And we want to fight the Advocate instead of whichever of the horsemen that was. I've already forgotten. Because Advocate's scary. Oh, it's war. Extremely scary. Are you around later, Wink? Because I think Merlin doesn't have work very much today, so we can play Dead by Daylight. I don't want any of this. Around all day. All day, is it? What do we want? I think we're fine with that Parasite Tiz. And we wouldn't want anything instead of no responsibilities, no reason to live. Yeah, that's fair. Let's get out of it. Rather than lamenting over it, we'll just keep what I have. And unless I get, like, bloody Polyphemus, I don't think I want anything. Scary corner. What do you do all day then, Wank, whilst, if you're just sitting around waiting for us? I mean, you go back to school pretty soon, right? So you probably have some work to do, maybe. Gonna go make eggs. Good luck. I have school. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Have fun with your eggs. And I love you. I sort of wonder this whenever I eat eggs. Is that, are eggs like, do people like eggs? Like, I know that people like everyone eats eggs pretty much, but do people like is anyone's favorite food eggs? You know, like, I feel like nobody in their right mind thinks, yeah, I'll go for an egg right now. Also, looking at this run and looking at the time on this run, we could fight Hush. And we do have angel deals available to us, so we could potentially, didn't mean to use that, so we could potentially fight Mega Satan, assuming we got lucky and got 2 devil deals, and by devil deals I mean angel deals, in a row. It's definitely on the cards. I feel like bosses that spawn enemies will be much easier because, of course, we have Lusty Blood. So, an enemy like, or a boss like Mega Satan would just get easier and easier. Whereas a boss like Delirium would be harder. Because I don't think Delirium spawns any enemies, if I'm not mistaken. I think Delirium only changes his own form. A couple of wall masters in this room. I think literally a couple, I think only 2. Yes, sir. Yeah. Love a room with no enemies in it. Hey, we just talked about Sloth earlier. Specifically about how you never show up. And now here you are. Ah. Dead. I'm happy with the devil over a fool card. Because I don't have the ability to fly, so if I can help it, I'd rather not go into curse rooms. Like, I don't think the straits are that dire just yet. I'm going to use this on Peep, just because get some charges back. Although, Peep by himself with no enemies extra, it's pretty... Like, our damage almost exclusively relies on getting kills with Lusty Blood. So... Oh god, there's another Wallmaster in this room. I looked at myself and saw the shadow and was concerned. Skolex, thankfully you spawned in a room with a bunch of enemies. Makes you much easier to fight. I feel like this character's mostly interesting because it makes you realize just how many items you pick up that you don't need. It's like, he's like the minimalist character. In every sense. We don't want either of those. And we don't want either of those. Like, obviously we'd want them if we could keep them, but... I'm just thinking... If we replaced Tears Up with Robosin, damage up, evil up, it gets our health back and it gives us the damage up without the tears. I'll just take whatever this is and just drop it immediately. What? It kept the empty... What? Stat upgrades stay? That's crazy. That can't be right. That must have... Maybe that's just because the old bandage only gives you an empty container? That's weird, though. I assume that's a bug, right? Like, there's no way that's intentional. Because, like, Robosin didn't give me an extra 3 black hearts when I picked it up, or 2, or however many it does. Unfortunately, because I took that devil deal without really thinking, I can no longer fight Mega Satan at all. Although, actually, I don't think I could have at all, even without it. I hate this room because of those enemies. Because they just never want to stay. I'll have to look up after this if Tainted Isaac does anything else. Like, I know obviously he doesn't have the D6 and he has the things re-rolling. And he has, like, his downside is the 8 items maximum limit, right? So, is there anything, like, better? Or, like, anything extra, I should say. Like, maybe... no, I don't know. Because they changed rerolling to not give you stats, so I was thinking maybe it was a character-specific thing. That if you reroll an item as Tainted Isaac, he still keeps its stats, but that would be ridiculous. Like, why would you bother getting rid of items if you keep their stats anyway, you know? Like, it would negate his primary feature. So, unclear. I wonder how Pulse Worm affects my shot. Doesn't seem to. Also, we need to speed up if we want to get to the Hush fight. Assuming we do want to get to the Hush fight, that is, of course. Wall Masters definitely make things slower. Because they aren't in the room immediately. Fortunately, there's a shop on the Hush floor, so if we do make it there, we could maybe buy a battery, assuming we don't have a charge. Doesn't matter what the rune is, it's almost certainly better. Boss fight? You're not a boss fight. Boss fight's probably to my left then. That's fine. We're trying to go fast. I don't think it's possible for us to make it. I mean, not going to give up, so I'm going to just waste my health getting there quickly. But I don't think we can physically beat the boss in the next 10 seconds, so I literally don't think our stats are near enough to that point. Yeah, that's fine though. We'll just have to beat Isaac. And Blue Baby. Which, I mean, we could still technically go for Delirium at that point. So, wow, we didn't get a Devil Deal. That sucks. Oh, the Polaroid doesn't count as one of your items. That's pretty nice, actually. Also, now that we're done with the... Like, we didn't manage to get to the Hush fight. Might as well go back and get my Spirit Heart that left on the floor. Blossom doesn't do anything, but I don't think that Isaac's head thing does anything either. At least nothing useful. So I'm willing to just hang on to whatever I have currently. Secret room's probably here. Just kidding. Secret room's probably here. That was probably too far away. Just kidding. Secret room's probably here. Where the fuck is this secret room? Definitely not down here. Almost went into that hole because I just saw it there and thought, exit, go. It's probably next to that boss trap room. Up we go. Just kidding. Up we go. How long is this run? I feel like it's been going on for ages. That must be just over 30 minutes, right? Because we were going for the Hush fight. What am I thinking? Okay, this run isn't amazing, but I definitely think it's good enough to beat what we're going to. What we're going towards, I should say. Nothing. Headless Horseman. I feel like I never fight you in a boss fight anymore. You're always just around, though. Yeah, and rooms with enemies that don't spawn other enemies, or rooms with one big tanky enemy, they definitely show the weakness of this run. Although in saying that, an enemy that's piss easy like that is definitely not too big of a deal. Thankfully, we're tanky because we have the wafer, so don't care for those. Yeah, I think the only thing that would like really make me want to remove any of the items I have currently would be like maybe an all-stats upgrade to replace divorce papers, or like a damage multiplier or something to replace this sin robe. Just thinking if it's like, the sin robe do anything except for give you health and a bit of damage? And I think the answer is no. so I'm willing to forego it. Open the chest. Yeah, cartridge better than it's better than the nothing that I was doing with the pulse worm. Basically just holding on to pulse worm as a joke until something decent shows up. As funny as a joke it is. Haha. Hey, finally. I was hoping you'd spawn more angels. Because then I can get my damage up, and hopefully not take more damage. I should have gotten a charge on the nail before I came in here, actually. Wow, that hit me. That's a shame. Because the nail's damage plus Lusty Blood's damage is definitely where our offense comes from. Am I even hitting him with my laser? I'm so glad they made his lasers easier to see. Like where they're landing. It's so nice. And down we go. I don't think there's anything that could be on here. Like, there's no special rooms that would warrant us sticking around, so. Don't want. Thing is this a better damage upgrade than, let's see, 586. Okay, they literally do the same, except this is a speed downgrade as well. I don't think Cricket's body does anything for us. Just kidding. That's cool. And we don't want Book of Revelations over this, but we'll take it for the Spirit Heart and for the Bookworm transformation. And we don't want Monsters Long or Euthanasia, but we'll grab it just for now. Well, this run is crazy good. And again, just shows to show just how few items you need to make a good run. I know that Tainted Lost has a similar feature to, or has a feature rather, that lets him get better items. Like, it's just built into his character. I wonder if Isaac has something similar to that as well, because I feel like we haven't seen any really bad items. But maybe I'm just forgetting. Like, I haven't seen any of the range upgrades that normally spawn in a boss fight, for example. Ah, your red little horn. Also, we did get the health upgrade from Old Mushroom, or Large Mushroom rather. So maybe I'm right about saying that stat upgrades stick, but that seems crazy. Like, that seems like it would make him even more powerful than regular Isaac. Oh, that's... Oh, I do not want Hemolacria. And we don't want Sagittarius either. I do kind of want to see what Hemolacria looks like with tech. I'm assuming what it does is it like... Oh, it doesn't even affect tech. Boo. That's a shame. It would have been so cool. Thinking what I want to do next with, like... I'm in my head, I'm resigned to saying that this run is a win, assuming I don't fight Delirium. Like, I can beat Isaac with this run practically with my eyes closed at this point, I feel like. But Delirium is a whole other matter. Loki's Horns or Crooked Penny. Crooked Penny is funny, so I'm gonna do it. Also, gonna use this nail in the next room, and then we're gonna get a charge on the Crooked Penny and try and double Crooked Penny that room. Because we don't need the health, but the crooked penny play is funny, so I'm willing to do that. Or, if we got the R key, that would be insane. I don't know if it can spawn anything outside of the shop, though, so no hopes. Or no hopes up, I should say. 2 of clubs, doesn't matter. I don't even know what hit me, but doesn't matter. I think I might got hit by an explosion from pestilence, but I didn't see it, so I'll just have to live with it. Oh my god, I'm playing stupid now. I forgot that these guys split into random enemies, so I just stopped looking at the top left after I cleared it. Alright, we'll do this. Even if it, like, successfully splits them, I'm still going to go back to taking the nail, just for health. Wow, it actually did. And that's actually Polyphemus. Okay. I think I said I'd take Polyphemus over divorce papers if it appeared, so you win, game. You win this round. Which might mean that Lusty Blood is less useful now, because we have damage. Although in saying that, it did just give me a 10 damage upgrade from the Lusty Blood effects, so maybe not. Quince would be nice. Dad's Key, that's crazy nice, because that means I can go back and I can open up the Mega Satan door. That's very lucky. Okay. So after we fight Doofmadangle, what's his name? What is his name? Isaac? No, question mark, question mark, question mark. We will go back and we'll do that. And that also probably means that we don't want to use the nail in the question mark fight, because we would rather use it in the Mega Satan fight. Right. Thinking, is the damage up from it good enough to warrant caring? Not bothering doing D100. I don't think our items are bad enough to warrant a reroll. I'd rather just let it sit and permanently reroll itself instead of tempting myself with picking it up. That so sucks. We can beat Mega Satan. I'm positive. I don't know if we could beat what's his face, should he show up? Delirium still, but Mega Satan is definitely on the cards. What we'll do is we'll pick this up and then we'll just hold it. Actually, I probably should have just let my item charge naturally, but and then gone back if we didn't get there, but hindsight. Okay. Blue baby, as you are called by fans. Not by me. I insist on calling you question mark, because I hate myself. He is dead now. Nothing spawned, so that's nice. Like, it's nice to know that we wouldn't have been able to fight Delirium even if we hadn't gotten Dad's Key. And now Mega Satan. I also think that Mega Satan will be a very easy fight. Like, I feel like it's going to be crazy difficult to die. Sit up in my chair. We don't really have much defense, is the only thing. But I don't know if it matters. Like, I feel like our offense might be just, like, crazy good enough to outweigh a defense for this. Man, that slow effect's actually pretty nasty. I don't know what the tell is for him doing his brimstone attack, so I'm just gonna try and stay close to him when there's not extras. Otherwise I'll end up getting myself killed probably. I'm just looking at my items and thinking, what would I get rid of if I had to? Like, if like Sacred Heart appeared or something, like something that's so good that not taking it would be a foolish mistake. what would I want to get rid of? I think the answer is Capricorn. My all stats up. But I'm really not sure. How have you not broken? There we go. Yeah, I think it's Capricorn that I'd want to get rid of. Although, if it's a damage multiplier, then maybe not. Like, it might. But, although in saying that, I think that Polyphemus is also a damage multiplier, so I don't know if they stack. Ow. I think I took damage multiple times there. I could not tell, admittedly. How are you not dead? Die, please. How do you dodge this fire attack? Jesus Christ. And the void appeared, so down we go. The achievement I got for that was called Mega Chest. As you see, Mega Chest. So, I mean, that's already, what, 5 things on the board? So, it's pretty good. And we want to be using our nail whenever we can. Because health is a bit scarce after the Mega Satan fight, so... And I dare say that it probably will become more scarce in the... What do you call it fight? So... What is his name? Delirium. If this is... I actually don't want this to be small rock. Thank you. That's awesome. We don't have flight, but I don't know if there's an item that we would, like, want that would give us flight. Like, over any of the items we have currently. Maybe, like, Spirit of the Night. Because that would also give us Spectral Tears, which would let us shoot over rocks. I don't remember what your name is, and I should have checked, because I knew I didn't know your name as soon as I saw your image. We'll take this because I don't think it'll matter. I kind of like the speed we have, so I'm alright with not taking the small damage up over the speed of growth hormones. It is interesting how we don't see any of, or we haven't seen yet, any of the alt path flaws in this Void. If you were unaware, Void just has like every flaw available on it. Headless Horseman in a chest room. Weird. Because you would never fight the Headless Horseman on the chest. At least not in his boss fight. Take this because it'll give me the... It'll give me a luck up. Yeah, so it looks like the Capricorn gives me like a 1 damage upgrade. So if I have the opportunity to replace it with a better item, I will. Although again, what that better item is, I don't know. But I'm sure there are plenty out there. Although in saying that, maybe if I had the opportunity to go back and get it from a million floors ago, maybe Rune Bag would be pretty nice. But what do I know? What do I know? Oh yeah, I forgot that it gives you like the stompy effect, so I can break rocks. The nail does now. Not that it matters much, but it is true that it does it. I'd love to get an Answer's rune, because finding a secret room or a second secret room on the Void is like pulling teeth, so if I can help it, I'd rather not. Wow. I held my breath thinking this better not hit me. And then it just really threaded the needle. Oh, I tell you what would be nice would be the door stopper. Because that way I could walk into the boss fight and then just leave if I didn't want to fight Delirium just yet, assuming it was Delirium. So on a normal run, a battery item would be nice, right? But I'm just thinking if a battery item would do me any good. Because the black battery, the double charge one, that would be nice. But would I want it over everything else? Like, I have two, like, pretty much one run winning items in Polyphemus and the Wafer. But the rest of my items aren't like here or there, so are neither here nor there. Excuse me, that's the same. Alright, we want to build up a charge before we go into the boss fight, because we do not want to go in there unprepared. Assuming it is Delirium, or if it's anyone else, I suppose it's the same dilemma. I mean, both of these can't be Delirium, so we'll bite the bullet and say it's not this one. How does he do it? Mr. Dolly, that's pretty nice, because it'll give us some health. But we'll take back Capricorn. Yeah. And then we'll go back up and fight the other boss. Jesus Christ, I always forget how big Void is. Oh, it's Skolax. Fought in a dark room. Appearance. Blank card. Blank card, blank card, blank card. It's very tempting to keep. I think I'm willing to have it on the podium and just remember that it's there. But like, just in case I find a really good card. But I think for now I'll keep my sticky fingers on the nail. Save myself from myself. Itchy nose, itchy nose. And we're gonna go and refill our nail before this, because I think that this is almost, that's cool, almost guaranteed to be, oh wait, there's another room after this? Almost guaranteed to be the Delirium fight. Although in saying that, there are now 2 more boss fights, so we're gonna go and fill this up, because I want to use it and then pick up that, because that'll give us 2 charges on it in one room, so I can just use that twice in the Delirium fight. There was a tiny enemy that just ran at me. I think they died before they got to me, but still scary. Yeah, we'll pick this up, and we'll just go down the list. I should have seen your name. Damn, I shouldn't have just skipped it. Curses. Skatole. Interesting that that's there, but not super useful. Wow, is Delirium actually going to be the last boss I fight? What is this boss's name? Like Trihead or something like that? I'm so bad at remembering boss names. Okay. I don't know if picking up Guppy's head will get rid of my charge, like my double charge on my spacebar item, so I'm just going to pick up Pageant Boy. I'm assuming picking it up again doesn't do anything, right? Yeah, so there's no point in having Pattern Boy. And then this is almost certainly Delirium. Yep. And now we just pray that we don't die. This fight might be really slow. Why are there two of you? I didn't know you did that. Ow. I think the only enemy we want him to be in, like any form we want him, like we actively want him to be in, is his form. Because I believe in his own form he doesn't have super armor. So he can't like resist damage. Although in saying that, I was going to say we don't have very high damage, but we have 32 damage. So we have okay damage. Okay, we've been hit 4 times. 5 times. And he's about half health. 6 times. Jesus Christ, how many bloody miles an hour can you go? Why is it just playing like the... What is it's like, is this a shop music? Weird. It's so anticlimactic. It's so odd. So unusual. I think as he gets lower health, he transforms more. It's so weird. He's dead. that was very odd. And that's Delirium dead. And the item we got was called Spin Down Dice. Which I actually think I know what it does as well. Well, that's quite a lot done on Tainted Isaac already. That's crazy.